Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Ceron and ReaVeR. This game taking place here on Autumn Leaves. Well, what is going to be going down in this particular matchup? We will see and watch together a Night Elf versus Human matchup as well. This is part of the new patch, and a lot of players were really watching this particular matchup. The patch in general was supposed to help fix balance issues between human undead and orc versus night elf. But a lot of players were mentioning that the gameplay and the changes had actually affect the human versus night elf matchup as well. All right. Well, we'll have to see whether or not human has a very large advantage. And remember, having a 10% advantage in a particular game isn't, or in a racial matchup isn't really, or 9%, I'll say 9%, isn't really that bad. And when I say that, I'm talking about like coin flip situations. What is that? It would be like 46 to 54, right? That is an 8% advantage for the 54, but it really does still feel like a coin flip. What you don't want to see are those fringe cases where it's like 60-40. That's definitely doesn't feel any very good, or even 45-55. You're getting into that troublesome range. But in the same way, you don't want to be doing knee-jerk reactions in trying to find balance. Oftentimes, players themselves will be able to find ways to play the racial matchup and then play with balance. In other situations, however, like human versus undead, well, players will flat out say, you know what, I'm not going to play that race. I'm not going to play that matchup, Infi being one of those players. Anyways, as we're looking at Ceron, he is going to be going for a Demon Hunter first, going up against an Archmage of ReaVeR. ReaVeR is going to be, well, calling to arms here. One Footman, a whole bunch of Militia going after that Frost Wolf. And what one Footman now making its way down. Forest Troll Berserker will get finished off pretty easily as the Militia do deal normal damage. Normal damage definitely helping out in that match. South African player, that's cool. Hi, hello, thank you for tuning in. Archmage does have those claws of attack +5. Wisp now doing a little bit of scouting as the Footmen are retreating back. Demon Hunter did open up with Mana Burn first. Interestingly enough, opening up with Mana Burn even though he hasn't mana burned anyone, evasion may have actually helped out a little bit more, being able to mitigate and keep those Moonwells full, and then getting mana burn at level 2. Last Forest Wolf will get finished off here. It looks like 2 creep camps are needed in order to get to level 2 here on Autumn Leaves. As there we are, there goes that last knoll, and in comes this wolf here. Coming down to the south here, this is a 5-3-3 creep camp. We are looking at ReaVeR doing a fast expansion attempt. We are trading up more workers as well, as the Demon Hunter may be making its rounds back over as well. There is a stag hanging around in the back, as the Demon Hunter going to be coming in around the corner, and this could potentially be a problem. Mana burn onto the Archmage already. All right, we need to drop a second water elemental, and that needs to happen quickly. There, oh, beautiful use of Cloak of Shadows there, as we're going to be looking at another mana burn once more. All right, ReaVeR not dropping that second water elemental as I expected him to do so. And now we are going to see another mana burn, and this is just all free damage with one less water elemental in play. Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of trouble, down to 33 hit points. Does get the force cancellation though, as well, that little bit of difference could, or that one additional water elemental could have made a difference. Stag, well, getting taken out. Man is in the forest. Anyways, back over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, Ancient of War, Demon Hunter archers are, well, getting ready to move on now. We're looking at 5-3-3 creep camps, and that seems to be, well, a very common composition on these creep camps, making it difficult to easily get to level 2 right off the bat. So trading a cancel for a TP is worth it. Well, what you're really hoping to do is you're really just trying to well, first of all, the Demon Hunter was already pot committed, right? He had taken a large amount of damage. He was already surrounded from the Creep Jack already. Are we looking at a repair? Yes, repair attempts already here. Archer is now coming back across, getting in damage, and now that was worth it there, getting a little bit of experience as the Demon Hunter throws down another mana burn. I love your cast with Todd. Thank you, Dustwallow Dweller. I want to cast more with Todd as we see a very, wow, I didn't even realize Ceron actually went for a fast tech to tier 2 and already has a Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch already in play, and what is it hoping to do? The Demon Hunter is taking a little bit too much damage. Perhaps a Staff of Preservation is in order, but I don't know. No Ancient of Wonders either. All right, so we aren't going to see Staff of Preservation shenanigans as Ceron is going to be coming across with a whole bunch of archers and, well, an Ancient of War perhaps trying to try and get to level 2 here. Naga Sea Witch, Demon Hunter, here we are. There's the engagement. There's that dire Frost Wolf with a mana burn, losing a little bit of its mana. There's the roar, and now in comes the engagement here. Sasquatch going to be taking some damage. Footmen are going to spot this all here, and what is going down? Demon Hunter going to finish off the Sasquatch. Is he going to pick up an item? No item there. Another mana burn onto that Archmage, and the story of, well, ReaVeR's Archmage life, always wanting to play a water elemental, but never really having the opportunity to do so. Units, there's just simply not enough. We are looking at a couple of cold arrows being thrown down, damage adding up, Archer getting taken down here as the Demon Hunter gets another mana burn on the Archmage. Could have finished off this one. Footman is going to get denied. No, it is not. Quick and easy kill right there as the Demon Hunter closed in on that distance. Early Naga Sea Witch does exactly this, puts pressure on these early footmen, and, well, causes more and more issues as the Archmage, down to 148 hit points, could have a really bad day. Are we going to see even more damage here as we are looking at an Arcane Vault trying to get thrown up? All right, Cloak of Shadows, and he says you too can wear, or I too can, well, wear Cloak of Shadows in the middle of a fight and no longer have to worry about getting taken down. Archmage is still right there. There's a reveal. Are we going to see another mana burn? No mana on the Demon Hunter, and one more shot should have been enough. Archmage turns the corner, uses a Scroll of Town Portal. All of the footmen are going to be teleporting away. Demon Hunter back off to the north. There's another Cloak of Shadows there. There's a reveal, and what is going on? Naga Sea Witch gets taken down. Demon Hunter is now cloaking a Cloak of Shadows as well, and this is a game of, well, if there was Joseph at the amazing Technicolor Shadow Cloak, or Cloak of Shadows, pretty much, as another footman going to get taken down here. One or two more shots should be enough. There goes it as well. Demon Hunter trying to fight its way back. More militia joining in on the fight. What is going on here? As we're looking at the Demon Hunter still there. Goblin Zeppelin flying its way over and just going to casually pick up both heroes as they retreat back on out. Archmage at 320 hit points. Goblin Zeppelin flying overhead. And what a beautiful play by Ceron. Great micro coming across as we are looking back at home of the Night Elf, going to Tree of Eternity and getting bears. Is reveal on cooldown? Well, reveal, you need to actually have access to a laboratory. What laboratories were they using? They were using, I guess, this laboratory in the center. And he had just resurrected his Archmage. Remember, well, Demon Hunter could be in trouble, down to 34 hit points, down to 24. He resurrected his Archmage at the tavern, so that is rather expensive. And that's really what you need to do, though. Taking down an enemy hero who is low on hit points when you don't have any heroes in play is still a bit of a loss, as you don't get the experience. All right, Demon Hunter is right here once more. We're going to be looking at some, well, slow poison damage. Naga Sea Witch, why would you train a hero right then and there by its lonesome self? Another mana burn could be inbound as well. Waiting for it. No, yep, there's that another mana burn again as the Naga Sea Witch of ReaVeR being forced by a potion of healing once more. Ceron is just playing an absolutely amazing game here. High effective micro as we're looking at water elementals getting abolished down. All right, bears could be in trouble now, being forced to retreat back. That little bit of extra bonus mana when they came out, a little bit of a help, as the Druids of the Claw should be able to rejuvenate themselves once more. All right, no, already transforming into bears instead. No Staff of Preservation. What is this Demon Hunter thinking? Demon Hunter down to 644 hit points, and now going to perhaps get another rejuvenation for good measure. All right, there's a rejuvenation. May need to rejuvenate another bear again. This Druid of the Claw, there it goes. No, going to go ahead and rejuvenate the Naga Sea Witch. The Druid of the Claw now lower on mana, but still has plenty here as the Naga Sea Witch was quickly resurrected. Demon Hunter and Bears going after the targets here. Meanwhile, Archmage, double water elementals from behind should be able to cause a bit of a problem. Not enough Dryads to abolish magic as cold arrows, well, slowing down that Archmage in retreat. Coming back through, water elemental gonna get, well, taken out by timed life. And ReaVeR, we gotta play hats off to ReaVeR. Ceron has been attacking with a much larger army consistently, and well, he's still holding on to his expansion, but he cannot hold on to an economic advantage for very much longer as his opponent is setting up a base behind as well. All right, more rejuvenations are in order. Demon Hunter now trying to slow down some more units. We're looking at more guard towers here. A little bit more damage again. Are we going to perhaps see some mana burn? No, we are not. As the Demon Hunter, without mana, unable to shut down that Archmage, and that Vault Footman thinks, or that Demon Hunter thinks twice about trying to dive on into that situation. Naga Sea Witch finally rejoins in on the battle here. Demon Hunter getting closer to level, or Naga Sea Witch getting closer to level 3. Demon Hunter still a bit away as we are seeing a little bit of mana being lost on those bears. Meanwhile, the Naga Sea Witch, well, no more altar there. More riflemen are getting added, and sorceresses are being trained up as well. Sorceresses incredibly important. However, without a Mountain King to kind of crowd control these bears, well, things may not be nearly as nearly as effective. Bears now going straight after this Arcane Vault. Arcane Vault easily going to be destroyed as they get taken down, as the bears are now slowly inching their way over again and again. All right, Footman now taken out. What are we going to be going at now? Level 3 on the Naga Sea Witch. Quickly going to level 2 Fork Lightning. Didn't train his level 2 ability, but went to Fork Lightning at level 3 fairly fast. We need to be looking at more bears coming in from ReaVeR to try and heal, but that would also mean a very large commitment in bears, which is easily countered by, well, sorceresses with slow coupled with riflemen. All right, we're coming back around. Tome of Knowledge being left behind right there. Naga Sea Witch Archmage shows up. No one reads their books any longer. Naga Sea Witch sees this last Null Warden, gonna finish it off. There's that Tome of Knowledge. Oh, Naga Sea Witch is gonna go ahead and study up on the path. If reading books made you faster and stronger, there'd be... Well, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Like, did you go to the gym? No, I read some books today. Naga Sea Witch picking up a Wand of Mana Stealing, not necessarily the item he was looking for, but a good 1-2 mana denial from the Demon Hunter and also that Naga Sea Witch. Being able to deny water elementals is a very big portion of the battle now that, well, Dryads are out here on the battlefield. However, with the number of riflemen and sorceresses working together, sorceresses with slow can cause a lot of problems for the Druids of the Claw. The Dryads will now be forced to make decisions. Do they want to abolish magic the sorceresses slow, or do they want to abolish magic the water elementals? And anytime that there is tension in the game, that is actually a good thing. Orb of Venom on the Demon Hunter, level 4, level 3, going up against level 3, level 2. Couple of Spellbreakers caught in transit. This is a very big deal indeed, as we're looking at slow poison here affecting these units. One breaker already down, a second breaker taking a little bit more damage, going to get taken down as well. All right, Naga Sea Witch does have a Staff of Preservation. We're looking at 64 supply. There's a Sludge Flinger already. We are currently mining away, as well. Losing units in transit is always a very big deal. No mana burns as a departing gift. That is a missed opportunity. Being able to mana burn your opponent so that, well, they are forced to buy clarity potions or anything of that nature is always very useful. The Naga Sea Witch is sitting on 535 mana. That's actually rather scary. 535 mana means, well, it's going to just be able to use it endlessly almost. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter may not even notice the Naga Sea Witch for 535 mana, usually opting to target the Archmage as the bigger threat. Legion of Doomhorn now on the Demon Hunter, now on the Naga Sea Witch. That's going to move around much more quickly, as well as the Demon Hunter with Slippers of Agility, Belt of Giant Strength, nearly at 1,000 hit points, and also at near at 7 armor. So 7 armor, 1,000 hit points. Very difficult to finish off a demon hunter like that with also a bit more natural regeneration. Armies seem to be passing each other in the night now. ReaVeR able to get up to 80 supply. He's feeling a bit more comfortable. Also stealing Bloodlust. We are still only at tier 2 though. No tech to tier 3. And we also don't have an Altar of Kings. Alright, that could be the reason why we are not teching the tier 3. No Altar of Kings. But yeah, that could be the case there. Fairy Dragons now being joined in on the battle as well, as we see a Scroll of Town Portal quickly while depositing the Night Elf army here. Ceron gonna come against ReaVeR. ReaVeR sitting at 83 supply. Staff of Preservation saving 1 unit already. Druid of the Claw gonna continue to fight its way through. Mana Flare on the backside, but Fairy Dragons are gonna quickly get focused down. Meanwhile, the Naga Sea Witch gonna continue to put in pressure. Fork Lightning coming down. Level 2 Fork Lightning coming in from ReaVeR, as well as ReaVeR's Naga Sea Witch still has a Potion of Greater Mana. Potion of Greater Mana, Pendant of Energy, could drop it, pick it back up, as Militia are now making their way over. 879 supply compared to 54, and ReaVeR with this level 3 Naga Sea Witch, if it should be dropping things here, as the Demon Hunter could be in trouble. Down to 161 hit points, it gets taken down. And now, not even needing to use that Potion of Greater Mana, gonna go ahead and finish off this last bear here, and then perhaps gonna try and take down this. Well, come on, one more shot. There it goes. Take down this expansion. Demon Hunter is resurrected. Naga Sea Witch still has plenty of mana in the tank, so to speak, and the Demon Hunter being forced to retreat. What a gnarly, strong push here. And ReaVeR saying all your bases belong to me, taking or building down ivory towers here, and now no, those are not ivory towers, those are just sped built towers here, as the Tree of Life says, get away from me, you peasant. You are peasants. Well, puny peasants indeed. Scout towers are here. We are what? Wait, what?
The sleeper has awakened.
Yeah, maybe they needed to. No, yeah, maybe they needed it to build. Yep, you're right. All right, yeah, didn't have enough room to Sim City and actually build the expansion. All right, not Demon Hunter. All right, there you go. There is a quick mana burn. Fork Lightning gonna turn back around 49 supply compared to 77. Can they hold the door here? More sorceresses and priests are lining up here. Spellbreakers are a Staff of Preservation for some saves, as the Naga Sea Witch is trying to retreat back. Has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Gonna go ahead and slither all the way back on there, as it could continue to fight once more. We are looking at easy damage once more. Archmage sitting at level 5, and now this could be a little bit of trouble. Both of these units are not in, well, a good spot at all. There goes a Fork Lightning finishing one off. Demon Hunter going to get taken down for a second time, but the expansion is up and operational, as the Dryads getting poked to death as well. 27 supply compared to 69. ReaVeR has in dominant position in this game. Are we going to lose a Druid of the Claw here? No, we are not. We're going to try and get in some repairs, as we now know the towers do repair faster per peasant in this patch, and well, that seems to be working just enough, as the guard towers are going to get taken down. Demon Hunter making its way back over. Peasants falling left and right, as well as we're looking at the Demon Hunter going to town after all of these peasants here again. Guard tower going to get shut down, but all this is really doing is buying a little bit of or trying to get back to equal footing after all this time. And I believe ReaVeR realizes he doesn't really need to attack right here, at least not yet. He can time it, let his economic advantage carry him a little bit further, get closer to mid 75 supply, knowing that he can simply attack his opponent's army with superior numbers. All right, expanding towards your opponent's base, means that you can defend while attacking, as long as your quote-unquote supply lines are not getting caught. And since there are no actual supply lines here in Warcraft 3, it makes perfect sense. Spellbreakers now trying to be brought over. Perhaps they will be able to do a little bit of helping. Well, there was a bit of spell steal trying to take back some of that roar and some of that rejuvenation. And here we are into a battle. Anti-magic shell in that front line. Demon Hunter mana burning the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch already in the far back here, trying to finish off that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter going to get Staff of Preservation out, as the Naga Sea Witch gets up to level 5. Level 5 Naga Sea Witch. Level 2 or level 3 Fork Lightning could finish the job. There's just some cold arrows. Fork Lightning, and wow, an exchange of blows. Two Naga Sea Witches dying at exactly the same time. as the Archmage gets to level 6. All right, Demon Hunter comes back in, going to continue to try and heal and fight its way through. Can the Demon Hunter carry this team on its back? The Bears are barely doing enough here as the Demon Hunter down to, well, 140 hit points. We have multiple level 6 heroes, but we may not even see an ultimate ability as the Demon Hunter escapes away at, well, 48 hit points. The Bears should not have been pushing in this quickly, this far, as slow is greatly affecting these Bears here. All right, Water Elemental Bears have a little bit more armor. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like the Water Elemental with more hit points is going to come out ahead here as the Demon Hunter, well, going to try and heal up. What's going on? Doesn't drop the Belt of Giant Strength first. What is going on here as Staff of Preservation retreats back those Bears? Naga Sea Witch getting resurrected. Demon Hunter does have mana, and mana on a Demon Hunter is always very scary, especially a level 6 Demon Hunter, as Ceron is still not giving up. Going after these peasants here, going to give a little bit more experience as well. Naga Sea Witch is getting resurrected the old-fashioned way. Meanwhile, off to the north, well, there is that Altar of Kings. I didn't spot it earlier. Yes, it is getting, the Naga Sea Witch is getting resurrected as well. We are on 0 bases compared to 1 base right now. Only the expansion is operational, and there's only about 4 minutes of mining from there too. That is going to be an issue as we're looking at the Demon Hunter finishing off this town hall. So which one do you like more so far? Autumn Leaves or Tide Hunters? I need to see more. I need to see more games. But I like the action here on the map. I like how the expansions expand towards your opponent, forcing interesting plays here in Autumn Leaves. That's what I'll talk about. Autumn Leaves right here. Tide Hunters. I guess both of the maps have this are different in that it takes a little bit more effort to get to level 2. There isn't the 5-4-4 creep camps or 5-3-3 creep camps all around the map for you to easily militia or Ancient of War clear, making more interesting plays. I think where expos are on this one. The expos. I think the expos are actually a little bit more difficult. You don't. I don't want to immediately see an expansion clear, and trying to set up an expansion at the very beginning. Maybe the second creep camp. I've seen it as the first. It brings me back to Reign of Chaos days, where, where. It's just a little. It feels a little bit strange. It's like the same thing as a 15 command center. 15 supply command center in StarCraft 2. That should be a very aggressive play, and it should be easily handled. As we're looking at the Demon Hunter now with Metamorphosis finishing off many peasants there. Okay, good luck on the stream. Thank you, Mr. Grogon. Grogon. As we're looking at the Demon Hunter, forcing a retreat back. Peasant not getting the memo that it needs to retreat. There goes, finally taking down some more units. Metamorphosis is going to go after any of these units here. What's going on? There's evasion as the Demon Hunter now makes its way back down. Oh, there was a mass teleport down to the south here, now going after the main base. Are we going to be trading bases here? That is the question. Bear now trying to retreat back. Where is that Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter still wandering around the map, not quite sure where to go, as these Moonwells represent a large amount of damage, or a large amount of hit points. This is a big deal. If the Archmage is able to clear out these Moonwells, well, every mana in Moonwell is a big deal indeed, as we're looking at detonations going back onto those Wisps and to those Trisses. All right, units going to go ahead and get finished off here. Are we turning this into a base race scenario? Ceron versus ReaVeR. After the crazy start, Ceron is the only one now mining gold and will maybe forced to try and use items in order to spend gold. Naga Sea Witch is going to be about to hit level 6 as well, as the Tree of Eternity is trying to fight back, but with no real additional units, and not going to be able to do that easily at all. Moonwells, a couple of Moonwells there. It looks as though the Tree of Eternity is suffering quite a bit of damage. No Staff of Preservation on the lone Demon Hunter, as we're going to look at the Demon Hunter now run back on over. All right, Tree of Eternity with 7 armor, fortified armor, not able to hold up. Are we going to see Ceron try and repair? It does not look like it. Demon Hunter comes across. Are we going to see a mana burn? There's a mana burn. No mass teleport. Should have tried to do a little bit of repairs. There's slow instead. No abolish magic on the Demon Hunter as the units are now retreating back. Oh, Bears now making their way back over. Are we going to be going into an engagement? Spellbreaker is getting caught here. Naga Sea Witch now sitting at level 6, now going for Tornado as the Demon Hunter now retreating back. Yes, and Naga Sea Witch uses Tornado. I don't really know what that means. Meanwhile, because the Tree of Eternity is gone, the Druid of the Claw is actually teleporting back to the base as opposed to the non-existent or destroyed Tree of Life. All right, what is going down here? 48 supply compared to 50. Fork Lightning hitting the back of those bears, and Slow being the major difference right in the back. Spellbreakers, Spellbreakers causing problems, trying to finish things off. These bears want to be able to, easily heal back up, but the Spellbreakers actually kind of counter the bears, just as the bears counter the Spellbreakers in terms of armor type and feedback damage. All right, Druid of the Claw needs to just get another rejuvenation off on himself, and that would be enough. Come on, just rejuvenate yourself. Why is it really close game? Yep. All right, there we are. Gonna go back in on the fight as well, and we are looking at the Spellbreakers trying to join back in on the battle. Demon Hunter, does he have Metamorphosis? He should have Metamorphosis, and he's gonna go straight to town. Mass Teleport should have been the very first thing to try and cast, as here should be Staff of Preservation back home. Demon Hunter, and this is an interesting spot to be in. Demon Hunter with ranged chaos damage actually represents a very large threat against buildings. Normally, heroes do not deal damage against buildings easily, but because it is the Demon Hunter with chaos damage, what's going on here? Gonna go ahead and go after those units, trying to finish off things, trying to go after some sorceresses. Naga Sea Witch is right there. Are we gonna see a Fork Lightning? Yeah, taking down 2 casters in the back as the Demon Hunter now in a little bit of trouble, needs to get a little, help getting Staff of Preservation back home. Naga Sea Witch is slithering her way back home as well. Unholy Aura acting as a bit of a bonus to movement speed, but remember, the movement speed is not the same as it used to be. All auras are only 75% of their of the actual item that they represent. All right. 0.3 life regeneration and 7% increased movement speed does not stack with Unholy Aura. Why are you rejuvenating Wisps? That has to be a misclick. Yeah. Yeah, killing the casters is important, as mana represents a resource that ReaVeR is still able to get. We are building an expansion off to the north here. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, are we going to see some mana burns? No, yeah, mana burn now onto the Archmage, trying to force a fight here. Naga Sea Witch, level 3 Fork Lightning versus level 2 could be a very big deal. There's some abolished magic. Demon Hunter trying to continue this fight as well, as we're looking at a Druid of the Call looking to retreat back. Looks like he will be able to retreat back and do exactly that. Another Fork Lightning on that back line, and all of the casters are actually taking large amounts of damage because of, the other Spellbreakers cannot be targeted by that Staff of Preservation. Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of trouble, gets another Staff of Preservation, another Fork Lightning is thrown down as the bears need to retreat back again. All right, 1 bear is lost. Ceron could lose another bear. This could be the difference here, but no, they decide not to chase. Mass teleport. Where is the Archmage going? Teleporting off to the north to try and, save this here. That last bear will get taken down, but it has delayed the expansion once more. All right, I really think it's the Naga Sea Witch and the plays with that Fork Lightning taking out very important casters. We've seen sorceresses and priests just fall and fall and fall, and in a battle of attrition, removing or taking out the healers is, a great way to play the game as well. How many workers are left? There is 1 worker left for ReaVeR. If he wants to try and finish, nope, he's not going to try and finish off this expansion. And it looks as though there is no mining at all for Ceron either. 39 supply compared to 38. This is going to be key, and in a game like this, Moonwells represent healing. Belt of Giant Strength, Demon Hunter going to heal up easily, rejuvenation, and then pick it up for that last 150 bit of hit points, as that Demon Hunter, should pick it up a little bit too early, but, Close enough. Faster rejuvenation because it is at nightfall, and also from that unholy aura, Demon Hunter may actually get up to 1,000 hit points at the start of the next fight. But the Demon Hunter actually outrunning a bit much here. All right, potion of invisibility. All right, invisibility potion on the Demon Hunter will allow for one more mana burn, perhaps forcing an engagement. Granite Golem easily taken out. War Song Battle Drums giving 70% or 7% and damage bonus to this entire army here. Rifleman, it still looks about the same, but there are, well, let's look here what's going to go down. There is one peasant here, Demon Hunter, looking for an easy target, unable to find any, and now is still wandering around once more. All right, Naga Sea Witch is very close to level 5 now. It's mass teleport coming in from the back. Naga Sea Witch gonna try and engage here. There is Roar. Roar was used by the bears, but it's quickly being stolen as well. Dryads need to be careful. Demon Hunter, well, is still playing the game of peekaboo and is not revealing himself as of yet. There is the tornado, and that tornado is going to destroy all of those buildings pretty easily. It can still be moved. So yeah, it is going after those buildings and taking them down. All right, heavy damage, building destruction once more. And well, there's just so much going on here. The tornadoes are actually affecting off to the north as well. So you can see how much damage was really done. Naga Sea Witch is going to be coming back across here. Are we going to be looking at Fork Lightning? Here you are, Demon Hunter coming in from the side. And now there's a mana burn onto the Archmage, preventing any sort of mass teleport. All right, this is going to be forcing an engagement. Demon Hunter is in Metamorphosis. One bear gets taken down, and this is for all the marbles trying to fight their way through. Mana burn onto a Sorceress as well. Demon Hunter going after more of those back units again and again. Militia also joining in on the fight. Only one Militia left as the Spellbreakers are trying to retreat back. All right, Spellbreakers retreating back. Level 7 now on that Demon Hunter as it's still continuing to push through. Staff of Preservation saving. There goes another Spellbreaker as well as the Archmage gonna fall, giving level 7 to the Naga Sea Witch. Now all eyes on to ReaVeR's Naga Sea Witch as the, well, Naga Sea Witch gets taken down. Ceron with a great game, able to take out ReaVeR here on Autumn Leaves. Night Elf not opting to go for Mountain Giants, but at the same time, ReaVeR never really going for bears, or excuse me, for knights either, staying at tier 2 throughout much of the fight. A questionable decision by ReaVeR to go for a Naga Sea Witch. Normally, when you are going for a Naga Sea Witch, you want it to be a very immediate impact. At that stage in the game, ReaVeR had the expansion, and ReaVeR probably wanted the game to go long. By having the game go long, I believe a level 3, level 4 Mountain King would have been a much bigger impact on the game, as Thunderclap, even though it did get a little bit nerfed in the last patch, is still extremely effective at dealing with those bears in that front line fight. Anytime that you can slow the amount of damage that your front line is dealing while dealing damage, it effectively acts as a heal as well. We didn't see much impact from that Naga Sea Witch. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And, well, and hopefully you guys tune on in for more Warcraft 3.